Snoop and the dog are the gifts that keep on giving. Love both these guys. So this Wednesday, Christmas come early. Christopher Mad Dog Russo and Snoop Dogg will be with us live in studio in New York City. How will Snoop feel about his Lakers after Game 2 Tuesday? And what is Mad Dog mad about this week? Those answers, so much more. Snoop and Dogg Wednesday on First Take. Don't miss it. Quick take, fellas. Let's get it. Shay, this one's for you. The defending champs set the tone this weekend as they dominated the Magic 103-86. Tatum had 17 points and finished the game after a scary late fall in the fourth when Tatum went up for a dunk and was hit hard by Kentavious Caldwell-Pope as he tried to block it, but x-rays came back negative. But that wrist does look a little concerning, Shannon. Do you have any concerns about Tatum?
No, because he came back in the game and he shot the ball, so I'm not overly concerned about it. And plus, there's so much more than Jayson Tatum. You see, Tatum nor Jaylen Brown had a great game yesterday, and it was the role players. It was Derek White, it was Peyton Pritchard that came off and gave it. And that's what makes the Boston Celtics so great, is because their star players can have an off game, and then you have a Porzingis, and then you have a Derek White, or you have a Peyton Pritchard, or Sam Hauser. They're a really deep team, but I'm not overly concerned about Jayson Tatum's injury at all.
Stephen A., I'm a little concerned about that wrist. What about you?
Well, I'm always concerned about, any kind of injury come playoff time because one game can cost you a series. I don't think that'll be the case against Orlando, but Orlando is somebody we have to watch out for. First of all, Banchero is somebody special. Let's remember this, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, he's for real.
He's going to be special. He is for real. Make no mistake about it. Great guy, too. Number two, and most importantly, Orlando can't shoot the ball. They're not shooting. But you know what they're elite at? Preventing you from shooting. Of their 61 victories, Boston won 54 games by shooting as many or more threes than everybody else. And the games in which they didn't, the 21 games in which they didn't do that, their record was 7-14. And Orlando, in their 2 victories against Boston this season, made Boston shoot like 9 or 10 less three-point attempts than Boston is accustomed to shooting. So they get out on shooters, and they prevent you from being able to set up, spot up, and shoot. You got to watch that in this series with these brothers. But I think Jayson Tatum will be fine.
All right. We'll keep it moving here, guys. Back to the West. The Lakers were blown out 117-95 at home in the Game 1 matchup versus the Wolves. Despite a 37-point effort by Luka Doncic, the Lakers trailed all but one quarter. LeBron had 19. The Lakers have lost their last 3 playoff series after dropping Game 1. Their last win in that spot came during the 2020 title run in the bubble. For LeBron, he's won the series more than half of the time when they're down 0-1, boasting a 12-11 all-time record compared to 90% when they take a 1-0 lead. Throwing a lot of numbers at you. Stephen A., are you losing confidence in the Lakers to advance?
I wouldn't go that far. This is LeBron and Luka, and I think that great players figure things out. The real question is, if I have any trepidation and there's any slight slippage, Shannon, it's me wondering about the other guys, not about Luka and LeBron. I think Luka and LeBron will figure it out. But Minnesota can be so formidable defensively that even if Luka and LeBron are doing their thing to some degree, it would still require some assistance from somebody else to step up in order for you to knock off Minnesota. And that's what I think we have to be mindful of. Rui Hachimura can play. I like Dorian Finney-Smith. Gabe Vincent was in the finals with Miami a couple of years ago and they lost to Denver. That brother can shoot, and he's had some big-time playoff performances, okay? When you look at them, and of course, Austin Reeves, I think, has been arguably the best third option in basketball over the last 2 months of the season. There is no excuse for guys like that to be so impotent offensively as they were in Game 1. You've got to help Luka and LeBron out because Minnesota got some tall, sizable dudes. And what they refused to do, Finch, what he refused to do was go small, Shannon. He said, I'm not going to play in the J.J. Redicks in them hands. We're going to stay big, and we're going to show you that you're not getting anything on the interior. You're going to have to hurt us from the outside. Can you do it? Okay? Or are you going to put Rudy Gobert? Yeah, it might be drop coverage, and we might have to deal with the consequences of that. But we still ain't going small to appease you but so much. That's what they did in Game 1. Aside from putting Randall, or you making the mistake of having Austin Reeves on Julius Randle, not recognize how strong or what a pit bull Julius Randle is and how he could beat you up. You got to figure that out if you're Los Angeles. I believe in LeBron and Luka. The rest of the guys got to show me.
I agree with you, Stephen A. But this is how it works, Stephen A. And you've covered this game a very long time. You know, when a team wins and they got star players, the role players never get it. They never get credit. And when they lose, they're going to probably try to blame them. But at the end of the day, LeBron and Luka should be enough, and Austin Reeves should be enough to get past Ant-Man and Julius Randle. I believe that. You're going to have, if they want to play Rudy Gobert, because a lot of time in the fourth quarter, since he's been in Minnesota, Stephen A., he's been unplayable. Even in Utah, he was unplayable in the fourth quarter. No, you got to get him up out of there. And Luka took advantage of him in the first half. They put him in the pick and roll. Luka likes to dance with Rudy Gobert because he seems very awkward out in space. Rudy Gobert, they want Rudy to be in the paint. But I think the thing is the overcorrection, the overhelp of Ant when he goes one-on-one, because now he made every right play. And the guys made the Lakers pay by knocking down shots. Randall knocked down shots. Mike Conley knocked down shots. McDaniels knocked down shots. And I'm not going to give that, Stephen A. I'm going to take the approach that Indiana had with Milwaukee. Giannis, do your thing. But the rest of y'all gets nothing. Goat James will be sensational on Tuesday night. Luka will be Luka. I'm expecting a big performance from AR. We going back tied 1-1. And then guess what?
Okay.
The prediction will hold true.
Well, please, you smoking something. But let me tell you this.
Last word here.
Let me tell you this, though. Be careful about your analysis there. You acting like Anthony Edwards exploding, but nobody else getting off is enough. Remember, they defend. They have size. They can get to the line. They can get in the interior. If Ant-Man explodes, I'm sorry, particularly in Tinseltown, if he shows himself to be the biggest star on the stage, I don't know if that's a formula that works for the Los Angeles Lakers either, Shannon. I think you could be making a mistake with that one.
Here's what I know. They need to win game 2. They need to win game 2, and we got to leave it here, guys. When we come back on First Take, as the Steelers continue to wait on Aaron Rodgers, how should they approach...
Chào các bạn, chào mừng các bạn đã đến với kênh YouTube của mình. Ngày hôm nay, mình sẽ hướng dẫn các bạn cách tô màu sao cho đẹp nhất nhé. Và bây giờ mình sẽ tô màu những sản phẩm. Các bạn hãy lắng xem hết video của mình để mình có động lực ra video nhiều hơn nhé. Mình cảm ơn các bạn. Và bây giờ mình cùng các bạn đi tô màu nhé. Tiếp tục đi qua.